Hey guys, I'm Danielle and this is Bookchara. Welcome back. So today we are going to play my October TBR game, and before we play, as usual, we'll go over the books that I read this month. I have some good news and some bad news. So the good news is I read 6 books this month, which is amazing. The bad news is only 3 of those books were on my TBR game, TBR. So for starters, I read I Can Make This Promise by Christine Day. This was a booktuber recommendation from Amy at A Star Reads, and I gave this one 5 stars. Next, my chance card read was Scarlet by Marissa Meyer. This is book 2 in the Lunar Chronicles, and I gave this one 4 stars. The first time I read this book, I gave it 5 stars, and so this was actually a lower rating for me. I think it's because it's a middle book, and this one was action-packed, which I tend to kind of zone out with, so Scarlet got 4 stars from me this time. Next, I read A Little Princess by Frances Hodgson Burnett, and this one was a book with a person on the cover. This book I gave 5 stars. This was my favorite book of the month, and I am going to quickly tell you why. So this book is about a little girl named Sarah Crew, and what I loved about Sarah was that her imagination and her ability to create situations in her mind that far exceeded her reality, I believe literally saved her life. And I saw a lot of myself in this young lady. So this is definitely a keeper, definitely one that I will treasure for a really long time. Next, I read Murder at the House on the Hill by Victoria Walters. This was an ebook, a NetGalley ARC, and is the first book in a new cozy mystery series called The Deadly End Mysteries. I gave this one 4 stars. Next, I read another e-arc from NetGalley. It is Once More Upon a Time by Rashni Chakshi. I actually just posted my review of this book today. It was 5 stars. You can find it on Goodreads, Instagram, Twitter, all the places you find me. I adored this book. It is coming out for the first time in print. It was previously an audiobook, and it will be out for the first time in print on October 5th. I need a physical copy of this book. It's actually surprising that this was not my favorite book of the month, but it's almost just a tie between the two, and for different reasons. I titled my review Fairy Tales Are Still Being Written, and it was like I picked up something that was old and new at the same time. She put like fresh wit and humor into an age-old lesson. This is a fairy tale romance. It is definitely a young adult fairy tale. There was definitely some suggestive like wordage in there that would not be appropriate for little kids, but this was just an amazing story, and I was so blessed to be able to read it. And finally, I read The Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. This is a gothic mystery, psychological thriller that I read as part of Eurovision-a-thon. I read this with Helen at Helen's Bookhaven. I only gave this one 2 stars. I didn't say a whole lot about it on Goodreads, but I was just really frustrated with this one and really just disinterested. So there was no way. I wrestled with myself about this rating, and that's what I decided on. Okay, so now that we know what I read this month, let's find out what I absolutely needed to read in order to avoid punishment. I've got the case file here. Any books that I read from the case file that I did not previously mention are going to be a problem for me. Okay, so first we've got First, we've got Hollowpox. Sadly, I did not get to that one. There's an extra roll. Next, we've got... Oh my gosh, I am striking out, you guys. I knew this was going to happen. The Ghosts of Tupelo Landing. And finally... finally. A Little Princess. So I read 1 out of 3. those other two books, I didn't mention them previously in this video, but they were mentioned in my September TBR game video. So those were books that I was supposed to get to this month. I have got 2 penalty rolls, so that will be a total of 7 rolls for this month. I can tell you where I fell short, and I have learned my lesson. I not only did my TBR game last month, but I also planned to participate in 2 readathons. One was Magical Readathon and one was Becca's Bookoplathon. That was distracting for me, obviously, and then I had these other commitments. So I'm going to try to focus this month and just do my thing, and we'll see how it goes. I did want to mention, I haven't done this before, but I did want to mention the new prompt cards that I added to replace last month's prompts. So the new prompts are, and I'm going to look down at my paper, so don't mind me. The new prompts are a spooky themed book, a dystopian, a classic, word association, any word having to do with the word dark, something you're afraid of, and finally, a trick or treat book, which will be kind of like a poll prompt. So be looking for those. Let's see what we get. Okay guys, as always, we are going to roll and see which player I am playing as. 4. I will be Mr. Green. Roll number 1. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doubles. 1, 2. And the prompt is, oh, everybody loves this one, a low-rated book. Rule number 3, we're going for book 2. 9. Decide what I want to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that'll work. A buddy read book. Okay, going for book 3. 5. And let's see, do I want to take the secret passage? I feel like I always take the secret passage. Okay, I'm going to take my chances here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. And 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mystery thriller. That will work too. Looking good. Okay. Rolling for book 4. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh gosh. A book that matches my outfit. I'm wearing green today. Okay. Rolling. 7. And I think this time I am going to take the secret passage to the conservatory. Pole pick. Okay. I am trying to see where the weapons are. Okay. Going for book 6. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Read a classic. Going for my 7th book. I cannot believe we haven't gotten a chance card. Or not a chance card, a clue card. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Six again, and not doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got the word association one. Okay, so I am actually really excited about how this TBR worked out this month. For my lowest rated book on Goodreads, I sorted according to rating. And with 3.53 out of about 1,600 ratings, I am going to be reading The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinkowski. For my buddy read book, this kind of goes without saying, I will be reading Krux, which is book 3 in the Lunar Chronicles with my Lunar Along friends. For mystery thriller, I will be reading I Have No Secrets by Penny Jolson. This is the group book for the Scary Readathon, aka Monsters University Readathon, and I will be on Helen's team, which is Team Eek. For a book that matches my outfit, like I said, I wore green today, and what goes better than The Toll by Neil Shusterman? This is book 3 in the Arc of the Scythe trilogy, and I have been patiently waiting to read this one. So for book 5, I got poll pick, and I just posted a poll on my Twitter and Instagram. Gonna give my followers there a chance to vote on this particular book for my TBR game this month. And their choices are Small Spaces by Catherine Arden and Fairest by Marissa Meyer. So I will obviously know the result of that poll tomorrow, and you won't know unless you're following the poll until my next video. So I'll definitely let you know. I was really glad I drew the classic card because I already had a book in mind for this. I am going to be reading Dracula with Steve Talks Books and Stuff and his buddy read group. So that's perfect for October. Very excited. And finally, I really feel like I got my way this month, and that's okay. For the 7th book, I drew a prompt card that says word association. It needs to have a word associated with the word dark in the title. And for this one, I am choosing Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, and I will be reading this one with Tori at A Scottish Lass Reads. She has a Discord group going, and I have been holding on to this one since February, so yes. Okay, so it is time to draw the 3 books from the 7 that are going to go in the case file. For the poll pick book, I just wrote poll pick instead of writing either of the titles. So that book is covered, and it's time to draw. I think that's 1, 2, and 3. They're going safely in the case file. And let's hope I have better luck this month. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this TBR game. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe. I would love to know in the comments, what are you looking forward to reading in October? I know there are a lot of amazing books that we save them up for this time of year, so I cannot wait to hear what you're looking forward to reading. Until next time, bye guys.